March is just around the corner, bringing a new wave of Korean dramas. To update your watch list, check out this must-see selection. Note 1. Sirens Kiss, a string of mysterious deaths, catches the attention of the insurance fraud unit. All the victims had something in common: high-value policies, suspicious circumstances, and the same woman in their lives. She's a respected art auctioneer known for her charm, elegance, and impeccable career. To the public, she's admired and influential. But behind the sophisticated image lies a troubling pattern. Every man who has gotten close to her has ended up dead. The investigator assigned to the case is known for his sharp instincts and cool demeanor when dealing with criminals. But as he begins to follow her more closely, the line between duty and personal involvement starts to blur. What should have been just another investigation turns into a dangerous attraction. The harder he tries to prove her guilt, the more doubts and inconsistencies begin to surface. Is she the mastermind behind a deadly scheme? Or just the most visible piece of something much bigger? Premiering March 2nd on Prime Video. No. 2. Boyfriend on Demand. Tired of her exhausting routine and a love life that never seems to get off the ground, a webtoon producer decides to try something different when she gains access to a subscription-based dating program that lets users experience romance in virtual reality. In this alternate world, everything is perfect. The dates unfold just the way she's always dreamed, and her partners seem tailor-made to fulfill every fantasy that's been dormant for years. But as she becomes more and more immersed in the experience, her growing connection with a talented yet distant co-worker begins to stir feelings she never planned for. Their daily rivalry slowly gives way to emotions that are hard to ignore. Caught between a love that's programmed to work and real feelings that don't follow a script, she'll have to decide what's truly worth the risk. Premiering March 6th on Netflix. No. 3. Shining. He lives focused on the present, driving trains across the city with one simple rule: make it safely through the day. Independent and practical, he's built a steady routine with no big plans for the future. She's intense, determined, and used to setting small goals to keep moving forward, even after facing failures that left their mark. Working in hospitality, she's learned how to care for others while trying to piece her own dreams back together. Years after the first love they shared at 19, the two run into each other by chance. What once felt like a distant memory begins to resurface, bringing back feelings that were never fully resolved. Between glances that are no longer the same and lives that have taken different paths, they must discover whether what they had in the past can still light up the present. This drama joins Netflix's catalog on March 6th. No. 4. God and the Law Firm. A lawyer begins seeing ghosts after taking over an old office once tied to spiritual rituals. From that moment on, his clients are anything but ordinary. Their souls bound by resentment, injustice, and stories that were never given a proper ending. Despite his awkward demeanor, he shows unexpected determination as he takes on each case in pivotal moments. He even begins to embody traits of the spirits he's trying to help, as if for a brief instant he's carrying the weight of their unfinished lives. On the other side is an elite attorney, known for her flawless track record and strategic coolness in the courtroom. Driven solely by winning, her confidence is shaken when she loses a case to him and starts witnessing events that defy explanation. This leads the two to form an unlikely partnership to confront injustices that go beyond the world of the living. Premiering March 13th. No. 5. Mad Concrete Dreams. Drowning in debt and on the verge of losing the building where he lives with his family, a property owner watches his biggest investment turn into a looming threat. With the auction fast approaching and pressure from creditors mounting, he agrees to a desperate plan, staging a fake kidnapping using the empty basement of his own building. The plan seems simple, a temporary solution to buy time and save what little stability he has left. But what begins as an act quickly spirals out of control and turns into a real crime. Trapped by increasingly risky decisions, he must deal with unstable allies, hidden agendas, and consequences that put his family in danger. The harder he tries to protect his assets, the deeper he sinks into a situation that may be impossible to undo. Available March 14th on HBO Max. No. 6. Dr. Shin. A brilliant neurosurgeon has built his career on flawless precision and rational decision-making in the operating room. But everything changes when the woman he loves suffers an unexpected accident and is left fighting for her life. Faced with a critical condition and few safe alternatives, he finds himself torn between following medical protocol or risking everything on an experimental procedure. Surrounded by controversy, What was once just theory suddenly becomes his only hope as he confronts pressure from the hospital, ethical scrutiny, and unpredictable consequences. He begins to cross lines he once swore he never would. How far can science go when the heart starts influencing the decisions? An intense medical thriller blending romance, suspense, and choices powerful enough to change destinies. Premiering March 14th. No. 7 Climax. An ambitious prosecutor decides to infiltrate the cartel that controls the inner workings of power in South Korea, determined to rise to the top at any cost. What begins as a strategic move quickly places him at the center of dangerous alliances and silent power struggles. After a marriage that boosts his public image, he becomes a rising star. But behind the impeccable reputation lies a network of influential business leaders, feuding heirs, and deals made far from the spotlight. With an informant who holds secrets capable of bringing down the entire system, he finds himself walking on unstable ground, where a single mistake could expose his infiltration and destroy everything he's built. Premiering March 16th on Disney Plus in select regions. No. 8 Cabbage Your Life. An urban family is unexpectedly relocated to a small, rural village known as Dangerously Quiet. Far from their comfortable life and soul, they struggle to adjust while trying to figure out a way back to the city. The father takes on a new business venture that disrupts the balance of the community, sparking resistance from longtime residents who see the family's rival as a threat to their way of life. While the adults clash, the son secretly hides the fact that he has dropped out of medical school and quietly begins searching for his true path in an environment completely different from the one he once knew. Amid conflict, forced adaptation, and unexpected bonds, the family discovers that starting over can be more transformative than simply going back. Premiering March 26th, with the platform still to be announced. Movies every day on March 4th. Korean theaters will see the release of what has become actress Kim Se-ron's final project, now presented as a posthumous work, after its premiere was postponed in recent years. The story begins the day before high school starts, when a boy unexpectedly confesses his feelings to his childhood friend, leading to surprise and a kiss that ultimately breaks their friendship apart on the first day of school. Fate places them in the same school and the same class, bringing back everything that was left unsaid. As they navigate days filled with awkwardness and mixed emotions, they discover just how difficult it is to balance friendship and first love at 17 following its theatrical run. The film is expected to be released on a streaming platform. Mad Dance Office. Also arriving in Korean theaters on March 4th. This dramedy follows a civil servant who lives by the rule of perfectionism. A dedicated single mother, she believes discipline is the only way to keep everything on track. But when a promotion slips through her fingers, her relationship with her daughter begins to strain, and her plans start falling apart. She finds herself lost for the first time. An unexpected encounter with flamenco dancing opens the door to something new, revealing that life may find its true rhythm in imperfection, and those are the March premieres. Which of these titles has already made it onto your watch list? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoy keeping up with all the latest releases month by month, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any updates. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video.